Hello everyone guys, this is Hadra Maskuningham running on empty oud review. Reviewing my Egyptian style oud that I bought from ArabInstruments.com a few weeks ago, maybe about a month and a half or something like that. This video is probably going to end up being more of a review of my experience shopping with Arab Instruments as opposed to a review of the oud itself. But I think I will start with the oud itself. As you can see, it's an Egyptian style oud. It's very fat, very gaudy, got lovely handmade decorations all over the back. Supposedly it's made by a maker called Sharka, who is some Moroccan guy based in Egypt. He has a little factory there where he builds ouds. And I found absolutely no information about him on the internet besides his name and in the credits of the listing of the instrument. So there's no online presence whatsoever, which is a bit strange. It's a little bit sketchy, but whatever. The oud exists. It's absolutely a real handmade oud. It is fairly low quality though, which is to be expected because I only paid 400 US for this oud with free shipping. So this is a cedar wood soundboard. It sounds nice. It sounds Arabic, and it has a longer sustain than I would have expected it to have. I was under the impression that Egyptian ouds have a very, what do you call it, not really muddy sound, but certainly muted compared to your Syrian ones or whatever. When I got it, I was surprised to hear a fair amount of sustain to it, but it still does not compare to the Syrian style ones in that respect. That being said, I do really appreciate this style of oud. I very much like it, and I think I did quite well with my purchase. As you can see in the rosette here, we've got two horses meeting each other in a flower garden. The name of the oud is The Flowers, and we've got this little octagon design around the sound holes with little embeds of presumably mother of pearl. I don't really know what this stuff is, and I don't really care either. All that really matters is that it looks nice. I do prefer gaudy ouds to the sensible looking ones that you get in everywhere besides Egypt, but anyway, yeah. So I've got a strong and standard Arabic tuning with this set of strings from a company called, God, I can't remember the name of the company, but the name of the brand is Alice anyway. Alice Brand Strings. It's a Chinese company. Not sure why they have oud strings. It's a bit of an outlier in their lineup, but whatever. There it is, set of 11. It did come with a set of 12 and it was strung like a fucking spider web, but I decided that I prefer this single string bass course down here. As you can see, the strings are kind of dirtied, and this is from like 1 week of playing, so these strings definitely don't last very long. They're probably terrible quality and I just can't tell the difference, but whatever. I definitely enjoyed this set much better than what it came with. Yeah, Arab Instruments is a bit of a weird seller. They're kind of reluctant to talk about where they're from and this kind of thing. I asked them specifically, which country do you guys come from, and they did not reply. They just said, we are in the Middle East. And if you're wondering, they are in Petah Tikwa in Israel. There was no tariff shipping to China. I asked them if there would be a tariff, and they did not reply. However, there was a bit of shipping damage, which I'll get into in a bit, regarding the nut, and they very quickly and helpfully responded to my questions about how to solve the issue, which has been solved now. There is no longer any problem with the nut, but yeah, basically, so it was packaged terribly, very poorly. It just had not bubble wrap, but you know, those big fat air pockets in plastic, and then the oud was inside a terrible soft case, even worse than this shitty one that I got from Salon Music, another one of these Arab instrument retailers. And it was just sitting inside that soft case between some bits of cardboard. So that was not dope at all. Here's a shot of myself if you guys want to see how I'm looking at the moment, dressed in all black to mourn the loss of video games, because I don't have a computer. Just kidding, psych, I bought one. But anyway, that's not relevant to this video. Yes, it is broken in shipping. Basically something knocked it, and that caused it to take some force, some impact here, and this nut became very slightly twisted counterclockwise this way. And I should be able to get a shot here. You can just barely see a little thing sticking out there. What I've done is I've put a little bit of card paper in here underneath the nut on this side only, basically to push it back up into place. And so now there's action on this top course where there wasn't before due to the shipping damage. And you can also see just around here, possibly, I can't really make out what's on the screen right now, but you might be able to see there's like a little chip in the wood there as well. Besides that, my other gripe is with the build quality of the head, which does, as you can see, support 12 strings, which is cool, but these pegs, you can probably tell by looking at them if you're familiar with ouds or whatever, but these pegs are not really fitted into the holes particularly well. Some of them have these little cutaways towards the end of them, some of them don't, and well, I'm not very good at stringing this stuff myself, but they do tend to like fight a little bit sometimes, so it's definitely not a very comfortable stringing experience, but it does work and I can get it strung up and in standard Arabic tuning. So I've got the choruses, I've got C, G, A, D, G, C. As far as rishas go, I have, I just gave some away as memoirs because I had some duplicate ones. Basically it came with this risha here, which as you can see is very plain. It's fairly thin this way, and it is a little bit thick this way. It's flexible, but not particularly flexible. It's quite hard, and the cutting job on this plastic is just terrible, to the point where I literally got a pair of scissors and I went out and I fixed it. On this side it's slightly better, but on this side I was trimming away some of these little bits of plastic because it's fucking, oh man, just rat shit. So that sucked. I don't use this risha anymore because it's terrible. So I got a set of 10 from Sound of Music, so I've got 8 of them remaining, which are here. As you can see, they're all different colors, and it said that they're all different thicknesses, but they're not. So that's another little dig at these companies, is that Sound of Music said that these would be different thickness rishas, and they are all the same. And these ones are much more flexible. They go all the way around like that. It's kind of crazy, and they have gorgeous designs and say Istanbul on the front, which is presumably the brand. So I've got a white one, black, green, purple, brown, and this nice one with this semi-translucent design. You can see the shape of the rosette through the translucent bit. So that's cool. So I am going to set up the camera and give you guys a demonstration of what this oud sounds like. Hello over guys, apologies, there's really no good way to set this up, so I'm just going to kind of sit over here and you won't be able to see my gorgeous face, but you will be able to see the face of the gorgeous oud. And I'll give you a little play. I haven't warmed up or anything, so I'm probably going to be messy as fuck. I don't really care. I just want to give you a little sound demonstration of how this oud is. Alright, and that more or less wraps it up for this video about my lovely oud. It's a little bit shit. It's not built terribly well. It was a fantastic purchase. I paid $400 US and I got my first beginner's oud. It's not a professional instrument, it's just a learning one. It's fucking dope. I'm having fantastic amounts of fun playing this. As you can hear, I'm a little bit messy. I do sound better if I've warmed up, but yeah, that's basically long and short of it. Arab instruments, a bit fucked up. Oud, lovely. I'm having fun, and thanks for watching.
Hide the room must groaning game.
Nice.